Hi there guys, it's Rick here. Hope you're all doing extremely well out there. I know I am. I love saying that. But honestly, I am genuinely and sincerely hoping that you're all doing extremely well out there. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet of music at the start of the video. That was Fugue in B-flat minor, taken from the second book of the Well-Tempered Clavier by J.S. Bach, BWV 891. I tend to practice those an awful lot on the guitar. I kind of do a lot of transcribing of this stuff because it really helps my contrapuntal playing, voice leading, general musicianship, and also it's amazingly good for ear training because you've really got to focus your ear in on what you're doing and how you're playing it. And you know, I've made some great results by doing this over the years, and I will continue to do it because I absolutely love it. I've got a great lesson for you today. What we're going to talk about is playing scales, but we're not going to do it in the usual kind of method of playing scales that you'll find on this channel. We're going to do it slightly differently. We're going to play an E melodic minor scale, but we're going to play two scales at the same time, but at the distance of a quarter note. We're going to do it nice and steady, so you won't find any fast playing in this, but it does take an awful lot of control to play, and you really have to use your ear more than anything so that you're listening to exactly how you're playing it. Okay, so we're going to take an E melodic minor scale. We're going to play it at a quarter note distance. Okay, so we're going to start here. Okay, that's it. It's an E melodic minor scale played at a quarter note distance. And what you find is when you play it, you'll end up playing a series of intervals. In this case, it's third intervals. But in order to play it correctly, we've got to make sure, for one, every single note that we play is treated separately. In other words, we're not thinking of block chords in order to create this harmony. We're thinking of individual lines. Or voices, if you will. So if you imagine two singers together, one of them, they're both singing the same scale, but one starts here, then the other one comes in. Okay, so this takes an awful lot of control to be able to pull off. Okay, so one of the most important aspects of this is that you start thinking of harmony in two ways, not just in block chords, you know, those kind of block chords. You're thinking of the harmony in terms of lines, individual lines, and how those lines move and weave together to create harmony. Hence the reason for the little snippet of the Fugue in B-flat minor at the start of the video. So, if I give you a really simple example, let's say we take two chords, D to E. Okay, we can hear those and see them as block chords, like so. But we have four notes in each individual chord, so we can see each chord as having four individual lines. So if we take the bass note, okay, if we take the tenor note, I'm treating it like you would as a chorale. So SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, or bass, tenor, alto, soprano. So that's how the individual notes move. It's a good idea to focus in on each individual line. Then the next, tenor. Alto, and then the soprano at the top. You see, when you start focusing in on each individual line, not only is it beneficial to train your ear, but it really takes a lot more technical control to kind of, you know, pull off what we're talking about here. So you really have to use your ear to focus in on what you're playing, but it also takes an awful lot of technique to be able to do. You know, and it's completely different to just shredding scales away all day, you know, which is great fun. This is completely different. So yeah, you don't have to use melodic minor. You could use E major if you wanted to. So same principle, we're going to start here. Sustain that top note. You can hear that still ringing. So that's 2 scales simultaneously. So if you practice this, I guarantee you it will improve lots of different areas of your guitar playing, not just you know, orally, but you know, your technique as well, like I say. So it's a good idea if you start listening to chords and listening to harmony and try and work out what the individual voices are, because this is really going to help you with voice leading, and voice leading is extremely important when you're dealing with harmony. Not just harmony either, when you're improvising and creating solos, if you understand how voice leading works between one note and another, you can highlight that within your phrasing. So that will really make you stand out as a player, because you'll be able to highlight chord changes just with a few notes, you know, and that's invaluable. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. I've got lots more stuff lined up for you coming very soon, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, guys, I will catch up with you in the next video. Take care.